This is another New Black World Order TV Productions. Chopper. Grand Rising family, what's happening? So we're finishing up, and this is going to be the last video on the code, right? There must be a code established, a code of conduct established within the conscious community, right? The conscious community, right, seems to be, as I said before, all over the place, right? It's a massive energy, but it's not being governed so that it will get a desired result that targets right in the center of the issues of our problems and solve them in the best way. So there must be a code, right? Some people call it a set of laws, right? Some people call the code the sacred 12 letters called the rule of law, right? Simply put, a constitution. There must be a constitution put forth by the conscious community, right? By the circle of people within the conscious community, right? Who purport to want to see freedom and liberation for their people. And there are many of them: Israelites, Nation of Islam, 5%ers, Rastas, Woke Church, RBG. There are so many different facets of what we consider to be the conscious community. So there must be a conscious, right, community culture, right? And we were talking about, what is the conscious community culture? Is it on code or is it off code, right? The past, in the future, in the present state of where we are when it comes to grasping the concept of the code and to apply it, right, in a way that it governs or encircles our passion, this massive energy that we have. This is the most potent potential moment where we can establish the code among us, right? So let's get it in. When we took the simple English gematria for conscious community culture, we got 351, which is the 26 triangular number, right? And if you take the numbers from 1 to 26 and add them up, such as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 all the way up to 26, and hit that equal symbol, you'll get 351. So we're talking about the number 26. Is it a truth or is it a lie that the conscious community culture is on code? Is it a truth or is it a lie that the conscious community culture is off code, right? Have they taken a proper analysis of the past in order to identify what's going on in the present, in order to try to get a grasp of some understanding of what the future patterns will bring us to? So based upon the present, right, patterns that we're establishing, which is a massive energy that's not being governed, it's not being directed. So this is what we must do. We got to get away from pseudoism, right? We got to know exactly what it is that we're doing. We got to develop a science to this. The code is a science, right? We can't just be dealing, right, with pseudoism. And if we take the simple English gematria for pseudo and reduce it, we get the number 26. And remember, the 26 triangular number is the number 351. So this is what I'm talking about today. Can we come to some general consensus of getting on code so that we can stop dealing with the consequences of being off code? We're talking about the code. We're talking about completing a culture that's based upon the code. If we take the simple English gematria for the letters that are associated with these two words with 7 letters, right? The code, right? We get the number 33. We must complete the code. We must become code keepers, right? Or code keeper. This is what we must do. We got to understand that 2 plus 7 is 9, right? 2 plus 9 is 11. 911. It's an emergency. It is a state of emergency within the conscious community that we establish a mathematical, logical thinking, a system, a science, a code, right, that will govern our conduct, right? The rule of law, those 12 sacred letters.